Hello everybody, this is King Tut here and welcome to another Python tutorial. In this tutorial, I will teach you guys Boolean variable. So a Boolean variable is basically a variable that takes one of the value of true and false. So it could either be true, that variable can be true, or that variable can be false. And it's very useful in terms of game loop, which I'll get into when I do the video games and when I start out doing different kinds of loops in the next video of the series. So basically it's very useful for that kind. And there's other uses of Boolean variable, but without Boolean variable you won't be able to make use of it in game loops and other parts of game development. So let's do an example of a Boolean variable. So like with every variable, you just name whatever variable you want to give it to. So let's just put in just var. And to put in the value of, let's say, true, you capitalize the first letter and then you put true. Same thing with false. You capitalize F for false. So make sure it's the first letter is capitalized, or else if you put like that, you'll get an error. So for in this case, let's just put true, and let's just print out the variable. So when I print this out, it's gonna print out true. As you see here, it printed out true. Let's cast it into ints. As you see here, it's 1. So the value of true is basically the equivalent of 1 if you cast this variable into int. So what if we actually decided to be like, make it false? Let's see what value is false. So you got 0 as false. So now we know that if we're to put in false, the int variable, the integer value of false is 0. And if we put true, the integer value of true is 1. So whenever you see 1, in terms of, let's say, Boolean algebra, it's usually true. If it's 0, it's false. So you know a little bit of Boolean algebra now that I told you that. So let's do a practical application. So uh, let's do 2 plus 2. So let's just do just assign a variable is right, false. And what this variable do is if you got the answer right, then this variable is going to be true. If not, it's still going to be false. And then once you print out the if it's correct, it's going to multiply it with this variable. So as I told you, false equates to 0. So if you multiply that with a string, it becomes 0. It doesn't it does not show you the text. And let's do answer input 2 plus 2 equal, and then if answer equals 4, is right equal true. And then let's print out is right. Boolean correct. And with 2 exclamation points. Because I like 2 exclamation points. As you see here, it prints out 2 plus 2 and it's waiting for an answer. Put in 4 and it came out to be correct because 2 plus 2 equals 4 and I made the condition happens to be true. So let's see if I actually put in 5. Well, you get nothing because it's incorrect. So if anyone thinks 2 plus 2 equals 5, they're wrong. Right. Um, so we don't want to be put out of limbo. We want to be told that it's wrong. So a fix for that is if not is right. So we're using Boolean as part of the conditional statement. So instead of putting an exclamation point, usually exclamation point is for like equal signs or greater than or less than signs. So in Boolean case, you put the not keyword before the Boolean. So if not is right, so it means if it's false, we just print wrong. 2 exclamation points. So let's run this program. Let's put the same answer again. And it came out to be wrong. Yep. You guessed it. 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. It equals 4. All right? So, um, so you might be wondering, well, what if I just decide to be like, let's just take out the not. What's happened if I take out not? Well, it's going to say if is right, assuming right is true, it's going to print out wrong. So let's look at what happens actually. So if I put 4 here, it's going to be true, it's going to print out correct, and also it's going to print out wrong. As you see here, it did. Let's run this again. And let's just put 5 in it. And nothing. Because when you put just a Boolean variable without the not in the if statement, without the not before the Boolean variable, it's going to assume that if the condition is true, if that Boolean variable is true, then you print out what's inside that. You do what's inside that if statement. But if I put not here, that means if the condition were to be false, then you execute what's inside the if statements. So it's assuming if that Boolean variable is false, only if you put the not before the Boolean variable. If you take away the not, the Boolean variable has to be true for this condition to be true. Hope that clears up. If not, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. So thank you so much for watching, and if you really like my video, or if there's any feedback you would like to give me, or anything you would like me to do tutorials on or do dive-in videos, let me know in the comments below. And be sure to click that fire button, and be sure to follow me on Odyssey. And if you're on Rumble, please click the like button or the upvote button and subscribe to me there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.